Hi friends, welcome back to math. I'm all ready for you. We are recording the video for May 4th, 2020, which is a Monday, and we did not have school on Friday. So I hope you enjoyed the weekend, and let's get started. So we're going to be looking at time and talking about time and how much time has passed. So I have in front of me AM and PM, like a line plot, a line chart, and it tells you when the day starts, when the day ends. And so let me just remind you, the blue writing is AM. Our new day starts at 12 a.m. The orange writing are the hours we're in school from 9 to 3:30. Notice that I put my orange line in the middle of 3 and 4 because 3:30 is half an hour is 30 minutes, so it's in the middle of 3 and 4. And the purple is PM, so the after midday, and then it goes all the way until nighttime. I also have my clock ready, and I also have a lot of word problems. So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be reading 5 word problems, figuring out how much time has passed using the line graph. It kind of looks like a number line, which it is, but it's for time. And using our clock. Oh, sorry, friends. So let's get started. So, the first question is, if I get up at 7 o'clock a.m. and I leave my house at 7:30 a.m., how much time has passed from 7 to 7:30? Let me say that again using AM and PM. So, if I wake up at 7 o'clock a.m. and I leave my house at 7:30 a.m., how much time has passed? Well, let's use the clock first. So, let me show you what 7 o'clock a.m. looks like. So remember, the clock, right, these kinds of clock, the analog clocks cannot tell you if it's AM or PM. You have to remember using, obviously, what time of day it is, your knowledge of the sun, your knowledge of your schedule. So, here's what 7 o'clock looks like. We're going to imagine that it's 7 o'clock a.m. because that's what the word problem says. It says if I get up at 7 o'clock and I leave at 7:30 a.m., how much time has passed? Well, I know this is what 7 o'clock is. And I know if it's 7:30, 30 minutes have gone by after the hour. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Here is 7:30. Now, how many minutes did it just go by? We started at 7 o'clock a.m. and we want to know if we leave at 7:30 a.m. how much time has passed. Do you see this right here? So what's the difference? Well, it stayed the same hour because they are both 7 and they are both in a.m. So it's in the morning and it's the same day, right? They didn't say the next day. What changed here? The minutes changed, right? Because it goes hours, then minutes. So let's do this again. This 7 o'clock has 0 minutes, and it's directly on the hour. Ready? Here is 7 o'clock. If it was 7:30 a.m., it would go like this. 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's try that again because this keeps moving. I'm going to hold it down. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Do you see this? What did we just count from? We counted from 7 o'clock, which had 0 minutes, to 7:30, which has 30 minutes, and the hour did not change. So what is the answer? The answer is 30 minutes have gone by. Okay? And if we use our number line of AM and PM, here is AM, here's 7 o'clock, and 7:30, I'm going to use the pink pen. Oops, sorry. 7:30 is in the middle of that 7 and the 8 right here, because 7:30 or 30 minutes is half of the hour before it turns the next hour. So 30 minutes is like our halfway point until the next hour. Okay? So our answer is 30 minutes. Let's go to our next one. Okay? Good. Let's erase this. I hope you guys are enjoying word problems. Sometimes time can be a little tricky. Okay, the next word problem says, Tony goes bowling Saturday at 2 p.m. He gets home at 9 p.m. How long did he stay out? Okay, so Tony goes bowling Saturday at 2 p.m. And let me write this a little bigger. He comes home at 9 o'clock p.m. So we know p.m. is in the purple, but it's after midday. So let's go closer. Actually, let's use our clock first, and then we'll look at our number line. Ready? So Saturday at 2 p.m. So I'm going to show 2 p.m. Ready? 2 p.m. has 0 minutes, just like I put right here. 2:00 p.m. Now, it ends in a new hour because look what changed. The hour changed, the minutes did not change. So that means this blue arrow is never going to move. Well, it is going to move because it's going to go round and round, but it's going to end in the same place. Okay? So, let's do this. Here's 2 p.m. Now we're at 3 p.m. Oh, let me start over because I'm going to tally how many hours go by. Ready? Let's start over. Here's 2 p.m. This is where he's starting bowling, and we have to go all the way to 9. So basically, we need to figure out if we started at 2 and we end at 9, how many hours go by. Ready? One hour has gone by. Now it's 3. Another hour has gone by. Now it's 4. Another hour has gone by. Now it's 5. Sorry, friends, it's a little hard. Another hour has gone by. Now it's 6. Another hour has gone by. Now it's 7. We're getting closer to 9. Another hour has gone by. Now it's 8. And another hour has gone by. And now it is 9. Sorry, friends. This clock is supposed to move at the same rate, but it's okay. Things happen. So we marked that last one. Let me see how many hours I marked down. Did you see how the minutes were going and they were going around to pass the hours, and the hour started at 2 and goes all the way to 9. So basically we could have done it this way, but I wanted to show you how the hands move. Let's count how many tally marks I made. I know this tally mark is a bundle of 5, so 5, 6, 7. So I counted 7 hours went by. Let's count on the clock. We started at 2 and we have to end at 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 there. Let's check our number line. So we started at 2 o'clock and he left at 9 o'clock. Ready? Let me jump. I'm going to hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow! We got 7 hours again. So how many hours was Tony bowling for? 7 hours. Okay? And look, the minutes didn't change, so we don't have to account for any minutes. Great. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, this is a tricky one. Ready? Students arrive to a museum at 10 a.m. They leave at 2 p.m. How long are the students at the museum for? Okay, now this brings up a really good point. AM and PM change after you pass the number 12 because our 12 is our marker for changing AM to PM or PM to AM. If you pass 12, it's going to change from AM to PM or PM to AM. Okay, so it's always going to change. So don't be nervous that our time is changing from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, so first, let's look here. So we're going to start at 10 a.m. Now, if I started at 10 a.m. and they're at the museum until 2 p.m., all I have to do is count from 10 until 2. Because when you pass 12, it automatically changes from a.m. to p.m. And in this case, we start at 10 a.m. and when we go to 2, it's going to switch to p.m. If it was p.m., it would switch to a.m., but we're starting with a.m. So, ready? This is what 10 a.m. looks like. 11 a.m., 12 o'clock, 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. So let's see how many hours have gone by. Sorry, that was not a good modeling. Let's do that again. Ready? 10 a.m. This is where we're starting. 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4 hops. That's how many hours would have gone by from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. because right here is the mark that changes from a.m. to p.m. or p.m. to a.m. Okay? Let's look on our number line. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If we start at 10 a.m. and we want to find out how long they were at the museum for at 2 p.m., let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 hours. Great. That's exactly what we got on our clock too. So the answer is they were at the museum for I wrote 4 p.m. 4 hours. Okay? Great. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, this one's going to be a little bit trickier. Hopefully you guys are up for the challenge. Now this one has 30 minutes in the time, so we need to pay attention. A movie starts at 11:30 a.m. and it finishes at 1:30 p.m. How long was the movie? Okay, so I definitely know we're going to start at 11:30. And we want to know, sorry, I'm making all the pink marks, which means are the 30-minute marks. So they're half of that hour. 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:40, 5:30. Sorry, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, and then it goes back. Great. So, let me show you my pink marks for my 30-minute marks. Those are all my half hours, okay? Okay, so it starts at 11:30 and it finishes at 1:30, okay? So let's do this. Let's first look here. Do you see how the 11 changes? The hour changes from 11 to 1, but the 30 minutes stay the same. So we're not adding any minutes or taking away any minutes, right? We're not figuring out the minutes. It's really just the hour because it's going to end in 30. Okay? Okay, so let's look here. So if it was 11:30 a.m., here's 11:30 a.m. You see this? 11, it's pointing at the 11, or half of the, I'm sorry, it's in between the 11 and the 12 because half of the hour has gone by to 30 minutes by going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it's 11:30. If we were to go to 1:30 and figure that out, this is what would happen. You would go like this. 1 hour would be, if we went, oh, sorry friends, to 12:30, and that's where it would change from AM to PM because we just passed the 12. Because we're not adding any minutes or taking away because it still ends in 30. Okay, so getting from 12:30 to 1:30, you have to add another hour. So, how many hours did we just add? Well, I added 1 hour from 11:30 to 12:30 and 12:30 to 1:30. So, that was 2 hours. Let's check on our number line. If we started at, if we started at 11:30, look, here's 11, here's 11:30, here's 12, we're at 11:30. 11:30 a.m. and we needed to go to 1:30 p.m. Here is 1 hour. Here is another hour. Do you see that? That tells me that from 11:30 to 12:30 was 1 hour, and 12:30 to 1:30 was another hour. So that makes 2 hours have gone by. Remember, the minutes did not change. The time of day, if it's AM or PM, changed because we passed the 12. Do you see how the blue is the AM and purple is PM? That's why it changes. Okay, so 2 hours have gone by, and that's how long the movie was. And we're going to do our last one. Okay. Ooh, this one's tricky because we have minutes and hours. Ready? Beth goes to bed at 8 o'clock p.m. and wakes up at 3:30 a.m. How long did she sleep? Wow. Okay, so look at this. I know it's a little sloppy. The hour changes and the minutes change. So what I want to do is I want to start by figuring out how many hours have gone by from 8 to 3. Let's start with our clock. Here is 8. Here is 8 o'clock. Do you see it's facing, the hour hand is facing the 8 and the minute hand is facing the 12 because it's 0 minutes in the hour have gone by yet. It's exactly on 8 o'clock. We need to know how long does it take to get us from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. Well, let's count. We know which way the clock goes because we follow the numbers. Ready? 8, and we have to go all the way around to 3, and then we'll figure out the minutes. Ready? Let's try to do hops. 1, 2, let's start over, sorry. We're starting at 8, and we're going all the way around to 3, seeing how many hours have gone by. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to stop, and I'm going to write down 7 hours, because I know from 8 to 3, 7 hours must have gone by. Now, how do we get from 3 o'clock to 3:30? Well, now we move the minute hand. because here's what we just did before. We started at 8, and we want to get to the 3 o'clock, which we did. We did 7 hours. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hours have gone by. We're at 3 o'clock. How do we get from 3 o'clock to 3:30? Now we move the minute hand. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here is 3:30. Now, how many minutes did I move my minute hand to get us at 3:30? I started here, and we count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, 30 minutes. Easy. So, I just figured out that even though PM and AM changes, when we pass the 12, it always changes from AM to PM or PM to AM. We can figure out how much time has passed by using our clock and our number line. Now, let me just show you our number line before we go and I send you off. So, let's make sure 7 hours and 30 minutes is correct. We started at 8 o'clock p.m. Oh, this is going to be tricky because here's the end of the day and we have to go back to the new day. But that's okay. Ready? 8 o'clock p.m., which is right here. And let's go to 3 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch what I'm doing. 5, 6, and 7. Here's 3 o'clock. To get from 3 to 3:30 is just 30 minutes. So 7 hours and 30 minutes. Same thing. Friends, I really hope you're enjoying time. I hope that the number line helped. I hope that our analog clock helped. And head over to Seesaw and get started. Good luck, friends.